Hello, this is Jack Jackson. We're going to look here at getting into WebAssign here for just a minute. So this is something I use for my calculus classes, for example. And you just go to the WebAssign page, webassign.net. Okay, and it should take you to this screen. Now we're not using a class key for this class, so we do not go into it that way. I will already have your username in and set it up. Now your username right here should be, for you, it will be the first part of your school username, same as your email, the part before the @ symbol. Okay, and then UA Fort Smith, and the password is not your normal university password, but a password I sent you or was sent to you in an email. And then you click on log in, and this will get you in. Now eventually it'll look like this, but let me open it up how it looks for students. So the first time you get in, it'll look like this, and if you have three choices here. The first one is if you don't have an access code yet, you can purchase it online. You just click this first bullet like that, continue, and you have two choices here: single term access to the homework and ebook, or lifetime of edition. I strongly encourage you to use the lifetime of edition version because if you have to, hopefully not, take this course again, or hopefully you will take Calculus 2 or Calculus 3, then you do not have to repay for the textbook. Of course, you can go a little bit riskier, but you can just spend the $75 for the one term if you want. However, if for some reason you have to retake it, or if you want to take Cal 2 with the same book, you're going to have to repay another $75. So it's better to just choose that lifetime edition, and you can read the license agreement there if you want, and then click that, and then click on enter payment information, and from there I'm sure you can do it. You'll have to enter your credit card, or I'm not sure if they take a PayPal or whatever, but they take at least a credit card. Okay. Now, if you already have an access code, which one way you can get that is purchasing it from the bookstore, either standalone access code, or if you buy the printed textbook at the bookstore, it should come bundled with an access code. And you choose your prefix here. I'm not sure what it would say in the I'm not sure how it comes in the text in the bookstore, but let's say it's this, and then you enter in the numbers there. Okay, and it may have a different prefix, so you do that. Now, if you don't have an access code and you haven't bought one yet, you can still get on this the very first day by clicking on trial period. And for the first few days of the semester, that trial period will work. You can see the date that it will end for the semester that I'm recording this. So then you can continue, and you can go ahead and get in. Now when you get in, it's going to look like something like this. Now this area here has your assignments, and there'll be something here that you can access grades on assignments. Probably won't be many announcements posted in WebAssign. I'll probably just send those to you via email, but there might be something there. And here's the textbook over here. So a couple things here. Let's first go to this textbook. So if I click on this, this gives you a full online version of the textbook. If you click right here, you can see a 2-page spread, and that's what the cover, outside cover, and then the inside of the front cover looks like. And you just click here to go through, and you're just flipping through the book like this. Now depending on the size of your monitor and so forth, this might be too small, so you can change the size of it up here by zooming in and out, or you can also do things like go to single page view, fit it to the width, you can fit it to the height, so there you can see the one full page, and so forth. Now you can just flip pages like that, but you can also go to certain places by the table of contents over here. For example, if we go to limits and derivatives, and say we go to section 2.2, which is one of the first ones we'll do, And there we see part of what we see what the book looks like there. This is page 87 in the book. So if I took the printed textbook and opened up to page 87, this would be it. And it looks exactly like this. Now, one thing that's kind of different about reading the book here than the textbook, the only thing that's different is sometimes you have these little buttons that you can click on, and this one here opens up a tutorial where you can study it. See a video example, takes you through this kind of step by step. These are really good things to help you here. Other things that you'll see, let's see, from time to time, you may see a little icon like this. If you click on that, then that opens up some video. So here's a video.
Take a look at this function. It's a fraction,
so what you're going to see there is hear the guy talking and see him teaching in front of a board. Most of my videos are like the one you're watching now, where you just hear my voice and see what's on the screen. Let's see what else. Some of these things, as you go along, may have other things that you can click on. For example, video example. So a lot of the examples, like this one, you could read, but you can also click on that to see someone go over this example in a video. So you have lots of videos actually built right into the textbook itself. So as you're reading it, you can also use these things here. So actually the online version actually is a little better than the actual version in some actual printed version in some ways. When you get over to the exercises, then some of these have homework tutors with them that you can click on, like this one here. Will give you some video solutions to certain problems. So we have that available as well. So there are lots of cool things here that you can do with the textbook online. And so the multimedia version is a little bit better. You can also even do things like, well, some of you say, well, I like to highlight my textbooks. Well, you can take this and you can highlight certain things in the text if you'd like. Okay, and you can also attach some notes, I think. Perhaps, let's see. Okay, these are things that I highlighted, and so forth. But anyway, you can work with that, and you can take a look at the textbook that way. Again, you can navigate through the table of contents over here. So you've got lots of stuff here. Let's see what we've got down here. There's some reference pages at the end, the index, and so forth. So you got everything in the textbook there, plus some. Now we go back to WebAssign. Let me also look on here under resources. If you click on that, these are resources that go with the book. So some of these lecture videos that are actually, I think these are actually the same ones that are embedded in the textbook itself. They're actually collected here. So if, for example, you prefer to read a printed textbook, you could do that and then still watch these video lectures here. So consider these as part of the basic part of the course for lectures to supplement the video lectures that I place on YouTube. Now, you're going to have homework here, so you click on homework sets. Notice they're all due at the end of the semester when you look at yours for your semester. And hopefully this is coming up now. Yeah, it is. And here's a homework set. They typically have around maybe 40 problems, plus or minus. I can click on a particular problem here. Notice it says you must achieve 65% or higher on this assignment to have access to the corresponding quiz. You work through this, put your answers in the blank. Now, hopefully, if you've watched the videos and read my notes, you should be able to just go through here and answer most of these problems without too much difficulty. However, there's probably going to be some that are going to give you some challenges. When you do that, you have different options. So there's a Read It. You can click on that. And the Read It should take you to the corresponding part of the book here. Here it did. Over here, takes you to the book at the page where that's relevant. You can click on a Watch It, and the Watch It will come up with some kind of video here that you can play going over that particular thing, that particular topic. So some of them have a Watch It, some of them have a chat about it. So you have different things here. The Read It and Watch It's are often useful. Okay, so once you've got your answer in, you can submit it. It will tell you if it's right or wrong. Typically, these numbers in red will change each time that you rework the problem. So you can rework it multiple times with slightly different numbers. And you'll see up here how many points you earned out of that particular assignment. Now, the homeworks there you have all semester, but you want to get at least 65%. Actually, we should be shooting for 100% on them before you can take the corresponding quiz. So basically, these are set up for the first week. You should get homework set 1, and then by the end of the first week, say Friday or Saturday, you should work the quiz 1A, which are 10 questions chosen from the 40 or so that are from the homework set 1, and the same 10 questions are home quiz B, maybe with new numbers in them, and that will give you you can get both chances at this. Now the quizzes are a little different than the homework. The homework you can work one question at a time, come back to it later, and so forth. But in this case, you'll want, in the quizzes, you have to work the whole thing. And this, when you submit it, don't submit it until you've got all 10 questions worked, or however many might be on there. Hit submit, and you'll get a grade. You try it for studies, the ones you missed, come back and try quiz B the second time, and those are due. Well, really, like I said, these are quiz 1 should be due at the end of the first week, but if you notice, I'll give you till sometime in the second week to get that done. So you have a built-in extension. Do not expect to get these extended past those dates. They're already giving you some extension for whatever emergencies you might have. So really, these should be done by, say, Friday or Saturday of the first week, but you have till like Tuesday of the next week. And I'll be adding a homework set for every week and quizzes, 2 quizzes for every week. Well, 2 versions. And I'll give you the higher of these 2 grades on the quizzes. So, I mean, technically, if you got 100% on one, you wouldn't necessarily have to take the other one, although you could still do that for practice. We'll also have 6 times in the semester, every 2 or 3 weeks, we will have a practice test and exam over that as well. If you're taking this full online, well, whether you're taking it full online or in the classroom setting, you'll do all of this at home except for the exams, which must be taken on campus, even for the full online section. In the full online section, take the exams in our Academic Success Center, and in any type of class that meets on campus, we'll take the exams in the classroom. So that gives you a little quick introduction to WebAssign, and hopefully that will be enough to help you get started with that.